Well, last episode we just kept on winning to stay top of the league, and now with the season finally winding down, it's up to this team to get in there and win ourselves promotion this time out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respect the Jeff here with Paris FC. 6 games left. It all comes down to this. We are top of the league. Big caveat though, we are level on points with St. Etienne, who are putting the pressure on. But in general, things are looking really good. We are on track to win promotion, and I think we can get the job done. Elsewhere in Paris, some good news. PSG were knocked out in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We're going to keep tabs on them periodically. Obviously, that's the big storyline here, is us against them. Hopefully, we'll be in Ligue 1 challenging them next season. We'll see exactly how that goes. In the meantime, we have a new event for the episode. We have a brand new signing to our academy. Incredibly promising young French goalkeeper Timothy Lotutala signs from the Tottenham under-23 squad. He's a really bright talent, talked about very highly in these kind of circles, and he joins our team looking to be the future of our goalkeeping options. He's only 20, he's 61 overall, and he's growing rapidly. He's the kind of player who I think could probably come in over the next couple seasons and really compete for that starting spot. For now, obviously, we've been throwing a lot at it. We have Zidane, who's been pretty recently purchased. Polersbeck signed in January, so it's not like Lotutala is going to come in and be our starter, but it's nice to have options. It's nice, especially as we're trying to sign a team of French wonder kids coming through the ranks, to have an option like him available. And with that said, if you guys want to get down in the comments and let me know who your favorite youth player has been so far, I'm going to hand out some end of the season awards later on, so I'm very interested to know who you guys have enjoyed the most. But with that said, we're going to get straight to the action this time out. Quick reminder, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. With that said, let's get to it. All right, here we go, straight to the games. Paris FC looking for a win. Been a little up and down this season, but definitely more ups than downs. We've been on huge winning streaks, and outside a couple disappointing losses to top teams, we have been fantastic. We look to hit the ground running here. Khazri over the top to Laura. Can't quite find him, but hopefully a warning sign for the opposition of better things to come from us. Laura, like a madman, straight down the pitch. Surely, just swept away by the goalkeeper. That's the kind of chance he usually finishes. Not this time. And game on here. Auxerre playing the ball in behind. Lucas Zidane gets out and distributes that well. Well, to be fair to Zidane, since we signed Polersbeck, he's actually stepped up and been a much better goalkeeper. I mean, he's always a little error prone, but he is young, and hopefully he can iron those kind of sides out of his game and just become a top goalkeeper overall. Laura with a chance again, blown another 1v1, more or less with the goalkeeper, but the defender gets in there and puts a foot in to keep that chance out. And on we go here, not even halftime, plenty of chances. Yet to break the deadlock though, both teams still pushing on here. Wabi Khazri doing so well to hold his man off. And on we go. Laura outside the box, cutting inside. A little bobble, has a shot at goal. It's in the back of the net. Unbelievable stuff from our striker time and time again this season. He missed 2 or 3 chances that were probably easier than that on paper, but my God, what a strike. You couldn't place it any better. I don't know how lucky he got on that one. It looked like it took a huge bobble right before he hit it. It was bouncing, but fair play. He kept it down, and it's in the back of the net. That is an unreal strike right over the hands of the goalkeeper and past him into the center of the net. And on we go here. It's been a tighter game than I would have expected, probably with half an hour left. We got to be careful to not concede here. The opposition looking for a way through. Defense has been good so far this game. I spoke way too soon. It's in the back of the net to equalize 1-1. And that can't be down to Zidane this time out. That was a fantastic strike. No keeper in the world is saving a shot like that right into the top corner. And despite not having too many chances, Charbonnier finishes really well. I think he's one of the leading goal scorers in the league right now. Laura and Khazri have those top 2 spots locked down for sure, but their striker is having a fantastic season as well. Now we need to get back into this. We're starting to run out of time. 15 minutes left. It's Samuel Piet who gets into the box and converts the chance to put us a goal ahead once again. And our defensive mid is chipping in with some important goals this season. He's not the most notable goal scorer. He's not the best on the ball outside of just winning it back. He's more of a Conte type player who's kind of box to box, but definitely more defensive oriented. But I think that's his 5th or 6th goal already this season. Fair play to him, making great runs, and that's a really, maybe not the best finish. Goalkeeper probably could have done better, but we'll take it. We're a goal in front, and he's been our captain this season, Piet. Despite not having been at the club very long and only coming in since January, he has really played a big role in a side filled with youngsters. He brings some much-needed experience into the fold. Luka Zidane pulls out another fantastic save here to keep us from conceding, and honestly, that's probably going to be the chance that settles the game. It eventually is. The whistle blows, and we maintain a 1-goal lead to take the 3 points away from this one. That's the kind of game we need to be winning if we want to be champions. It was a tough-fought affair. It was a lot closer than we thought it probably was going to be, but we get the job done regardless. We come away with a win, and we stay top of the league. All right, well, we roll on with the season. Next up, it is the 20th place team, so this is a game we should be winning. And with 5 games remaining, St. Etienne keeping up the pressure, level on points still, and we just got to keep making sure that goal difference stays in our favor because things are going to be tight. We're going to rotate a little bit for this one just to give some rest to these players who've been playing week in, week out. I'm going to start Ange Chiesa, our youth center back, in the back line. I'm going to start Lopez on the wing, and Husni actually is going to get his chance to play attacking mid where I think he is preferred. And why not? Ismail Garbi gets another shot. Despite not having impressed too much this season, he's still going to get every chance. Polar's back in goal, but outside of that, it's the usual starting 11. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. That's the guy to watch. Gaetan Lora, 27 goals this season. He's well on track to break 30, which would be incredible. I think I said it last time out, the actual record for the league is something in the 50s, which is just legitimately unbeatable. So we'll consider 30 a huge success if he can just break that. Might not be statistically the best season ever in League 2, but whatever. It'll be a personal best for Paris FC in the league, I guess. Husni with a crack from distance, not too far off. Trying to show what he's got. He's been pushed out to the wing this season with Khazri playing through the middle. I've mentioned a bunch of times already, it's his preferred position in the middle, Husni, and I think long-term, he'll probably be our attacking midfielder. Even striker, he can kind of play anywhere among that front line, but he really contributes wherever he's put. Even as a winger, he's scoring a lot of goals and getting a lot of assists. Genuinely the future of French football, I think. This kid is a wonder kid in every sense. I know I've said that about some of our youth players, calling them wonder kids, but he genuinely is. I think he's a generational talent, and we just have to keep nurturing that. Playing on now, it's Lopez looking for the return ball to Lora. It's a really good give and go. It's saved by the goalkeeper. Still yet to break the deadlock, despite plenty of chances here. Paris FC still going on. It's Hannon putting a ball into the box, looking for the head of Lora. It's still nothing, 53 minutes into the game, and yet to show anything for it. It's going to be another close match, it looks like, with about 20 minutes left in the game. We got to make sure we don't concede here. An upset against the worst team in the league would really be a crushing blow to this side. Ilyas Husni, though, charging forwards, looking to make sure that doesn't happen. Lora over the top, lovely header down. Eventually, it is gathered up by the center back, and again, we're just not finding that consistency. Maybe it's my fault for rotating the team a little too much in this game, but there's still time left, and still plenty of time for some of our stars to shine. Ilyas Husni plays it through for Garbi, little dink over the top for Diakite. Again, booted away. We just can't find our way through. I think this is showing us how important some of these players are, Khazri and the likes, and it's a really good save there from the goalkeeper, Polersbeck, who's come in. Honestly, I think the competition's been good. Polersbeck and Zidane have been playing much better since the introduction of our newer goalkeeper. Both of them have been solid, and I'm finding it hard to pick out a clear winner between the two. So with 10 minutes left, something's got to change. It's Khazri and Matrita coming on alongside Nam, some of our more experienced, higher-rated players in the team, and hopefully they can make a difference and get us in front late in the game here. We've really struggled so far to create quality chances, and it seems like we've just been a machine that's been running all season, and I think it is a huge credit to the players who are really contributing big time. Matrita coming forwards, picks out Nam, and surely this will be a good chance. He's in behind, it's saved, but it falls into the back of the net regardless. Call it luck, call it what you like, it counts just the same. It's Nam who eventually gets the goal, Matrita with the assist, and that's exactly what we needed. It's the substitutes who make the difference in the end, and it's some of the more experienced players in the squad. I think this is showing the importance of having a well-balanced team. When we throw out all the youngsters, despite being really good players on their own, it just doesn't work out the same. And that's two of our better, more experienced players in the squad who really make the difference in this one. The whistle's going to blow any minute, eventually does. There you have it, 1-0. Again, another close win against a side we probably should have done better against. But as long as we're winning matches, we stay top of the league, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. So with that said, on we go. All right, well, it remains tight, but St. Etienne have dropped points. We finally get a little bit of a breather, 3-point lead, and with only a couple games left in the season, that could be all the difference we need. And at this point, with an 8-point lead over third place, I think it's all but guaranteed that we're promoted this season. Maybe not quite mathematically yet, but it is looking incredibly likely. So we go into the next game with spirits high, looking for another win. Let's get to it. All right, on we go, looking to make it 3 from 3, and we're going to enjoy the rest of these matches before we probably inevitably win promotion this season, and we're going to have a much harder time adjusting in Ligue 1, that's for sure. On the bright side, we have finances. The club is rich. Oh my God, what a strike. Well, I'm going on about next season, but we have bigger problems to worry about at the moment. That is an unbelievable finish into the top corner, looping over the goalkeeper. What a play to start the game from the opposition. It was from an impossible angle, and despite his effort there, Zidane could not get a hand to it. Not that he was too far off. And again, not to blame the goalkeeper, that is a wonderful strike, and it's definitely not his fault, but would a taller goalkeeper have gotten to that? Like, if we had Pollers back in goal, he's got an extra 4 or 5 inches of reach. I don't know. I'm not really feeling too confident about our goalkeeping situation. That's something to keep an eye out for in the future as we really look to build a team that's not just solid, but is a world-class side. And we can't have people who are really suspect in the team. But again, not too much to focus on for the time being. I think what we really need to think about in this game is our attack and looking to get back in front. Ilyas Husni bombing down the field, looks to lay it off, and Laura finishes from point blank, never going to miss from there. Credit to Husni for setting it up, though. He'd made a really smart run in behind, kept a hold of the ball well to hold his man off, and lays it across the face of goal with perfect weight. And for a 17-year-old, he sure is leading the team in important moments. We are back level now, but level won't be good enough. We need to make sure that we get a win here to maintain that 3-point lead we have at the top of the table. And I think we're capable of it. Still plenty of game left to play. We look to turn the tides. Gaetan Laura turning and running with pace. He has the experienced Wabi Kazri in the middle of the pitch here, who has all the time in the world to roll his man and pick out a pass. It's Husni cutting inside on his left foot, and he finishes. The kid does it once again. Ilyas Husni, an assist, a goal. He is leading the team from the front. And as the youngest player in the squad, he does so with a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Well, I was going to call him one of our own. I guess technically he came from PSG, but he's making Paris proud on this side, and we are a team that will cherish him and give him all the minutes he deserves and really build him into a superstar, the way that a team like PSG probably couldn't have, so hopefully he'll be happy having signed for us. Diakite now looking for a ball forwards, another really promising youngster in our ranks who's really grown a lot this season. Diakite, he's maybe not scoring with the frequency that some of our attackers are, but he's a deeper lying center mid, and he's controlling play beautifully. There you have it to make it 3. It's that guy once again. Gaetan Laura closing in rapidly on 30 goals. Unless I lost track, I think that's 29. We can double check after this match, but the amount of goals he's scoring, I'm starting to forget at this point. He's always in the right place. He's always going to create chances, and his pace and raw physicality is what makes the difference, but his technical ability is quickly catching up. So with a pretty comfortable lead now, it's Ousmane Kamara coming on, another youngster who isn't starting a lot of games or really coming off the bench much, but he's a player that I really like, and at 6'6", he offers something really different in the middle of the pitch. Almost comes on and scores. It's off the crossbar, and the giant in midfield tries to make it happen once again. He's a towering figure. He has a really powerful shot behind him. I think it's just a matter of finding out where he fits in best. I've been playing him in midfield. He plays as a center back in real life. I think he's actually been starting games for Paris FC in real life, but in the context of our save, we still have yet to figure out exactly where he fits in best. But remember the name. I think he will be an important player for us in time. Maybe just not ready to be starting or contributing too much yet, but I think in cameos like this certainly help make the case for him. And with that said, it's finally a slightly more comfortable win. 3-1, that 2-goal lead leaves things a little better going into the end stretch of the game. So it's 3 wins from 3, 9 big points, and with only 3 games remaining after this, depending on results elsewhere, I think we could wrap the title up pretty soon if we get another win or 2 under our belts. The team is flying high at the moment and things are looking really positive, and on we go. All right, well, we do remain top of the league. St. Etienne not far off. They did have that small slip up, only 3 points between us. And as we come into the tail end of the season, if you guys want to jump into our Discord, we've been having amazing chats behind the scenes building for season 3. Huge shout out to all of you guys. Some of the newcomers have been contributing big time. Some of the familiar faces are there like always. Big shout out to all of you guys though. Honestly, would not have nearly as much fun doing this series as I would with all of the help and support and interest from you guys. Also, if you guys have just been enjoying the series here on YouTube, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me grow and continue to make good content. And on we go with the season. I'll be back soon with the next and final episode of Season 2. But until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.